Today, I'm proud to welcome you on behalf of our nonprofit public charity, TPIU, The Patient Is You. Since 2018, I've been the executive director and the president of TPIU, and we've been working to bring compassion back to healthcare, to remind the system and those within it that at the heart of medicine is the patient. Compassion is critical for everyone's healthcare, but it's particularly important for the care of our underserved, those who may not understand the importance of getting routine health care and the importance of following a treatment plan.
I sponsored House Bill 5745, an act concerning education for physicians in treating patients with empathy. To start the discussion on this bill required physicians to take one CEM to emphasize the importance of treating patients with empathy. Although the Public Health Committee had a full agenda this session, I plan to introduce this bill again next year. The one question that they need to ask, and when I ask these beginning physicians, they forget, is how does the patient feel? And that's what this is all about. Thank you very much.
So it's an honor to stand here before you today as we recognize the Patient Is You Day in Connecticut, a day that reinforces our shared commitment to compassionate, patient-centered healthcare. Every individual, no matter their background, their income, or their health challenges, all of them should receive the compassionate, high-quality care they deserve. Because at the end of the day, the patient is you, the patient is me, the patient is all of us. Thank you.
That simple act gave me more than a diagnosis, it gave me hope. In healthcare, the smallest gestures can show compassion and have the greatest impact. They remind us that healing isn't about just treating the disease, but it's about caring for the whole person. These experiences have showed me that healthcare is not simply about curing illness, but it's a relationship. A compassionate relationship that is built on trust, respect, and kindness. And it's the kind of care that makes healthcare truly healing. Thank you.
10 years ago. Since then, it has progressed to stage 4. Throughout this journey, my oncologist has been steadfast in providing a source of strength, not just because of her medical expertise, but because she truly cared about me and was a very compassionate provider. Every time I saw her, no matter how busy the day was, how hectic she was, she always stopped and focused on me when she walked in the door. Not just because of my cancer, but because of me as a person. And in my experience, feeling seen and cared for has helped me survive, and it's critical. Thank you very much.
The way they take the time to listen, not just to symptoms, but to fears and hope as well, and a commitment to walking alongside the patient on the journey to healing. Compassionate care is the kind that truly heals not just the body, but the hurt and the soul. Compassion and empathy are not just ethical imperatives, but they are backed by extensive research as contributors to effective medical care. They lead to improved patient outcomes, better adherence to treatment, reduced anxiety, and greater physician satisfaction. At TPIU, we are working relentlessly to empower providers and educate patients, because research shows that what we have long believed, that compassionate care leads to better health outcomes and lower healthcare costs. So, and finally, we invite every person in Connecticut to ask themselves a very important question. Is my healthcare provider compassionate? Do they listen to me? Do they show genuine concern for me as a person? Because being treated with compassion isn't just something that feels good. It's something that improves your health.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having me as we proclaim March 26, 2025 as the Patient is You Day in the state of Connecticut. I want to say thank you to Senator Anwar and Senator Summers for their fierce advocacy for improved health in Connecticut and for a better healthcare system for everyone in our state. And so today is the reminder that we need compassion in so many levels, in so many parts of our lives, but particularly in healthcare because it leads to better outcomes, to stronger relationships, and to an environment that builds upon trust and respect. And so the most powerful things are the most simple. And so let's keep working together to create a healthcare system where every patient feels like they're truly cared for. So with that, I have the official statement from the governor of the state of Connecticut, whereas our healthcare system must acknowledge the whole patient and recognize emotional, psychological, and social aspects of healing alongside the physical. Whereas our healthcare system must treat patients and each other with basic respect and consideration owed to every individual. And whereas trust is the foundation of effective healthcare relationships, nurturing confidence between patients and providers for optimal medical outcomes. And whereas patient-centeredness is key to put patients and their families first. And whereas healthcare workers need to practice greater compassion towards patients, colleagues, and themselves. And whereas we must foster an inclusive healthcare system in which each person is treated as if the patient is you. Therefore, I, Ned Lamont, Governor of the state of Connecticut, do officially proclaim March 26th as the Patient is You Day.
I want to thank everybody for joining us, and thank you, Lieutenant Governor, for making your comments and our patients and our legislators. This is a very important day for us, and we really appreciate everybody joining us. And check us out on our website at www.tpiu.org because there's a lot of information there as well. So we'll be back, and thank you for helping us with our mission.
Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'm happy.